food video. I haven't done those in a long time, so I did an experiment with I need to dig out the mushroom name. It's suppilovahvero in Finnish. I don't know. It's a relative to a chanterelle, but it's slightly different. I've got a ton of them in the freezer, so I'll do that, and then maybe some corn and peas and maybe a touch of coconut milk and see what kind of a risotto I can come up with. And as with most, even halfway tasty foods, you need to have a dash of garlic in there. I've noticed one thing, that they no longer sell these 1 clove garlics in the store. Or I haven't found them, I don't know what's happened to them. Have noticed that there's somehow GMO products that are lethal for the public? Oh yeah, that was a news today. I know that I'm not tremendously in good faith about medical companies, but now the epitome of evil company has been formed. It's this, I think it's a German medical company called Bayer. They bought Monsanto for $60 million, and Monsanto is famous for their absolutely atrocious behavior towards farmers, forcing them to use their what do you call it, GMO seeds, and then the long run of using the GMO seeds is that your cattle get sick and your crops die off after a certain period of time. And I think that seed name is Roundup Ready, and then you're forced to buy your seeds every year from Monsanto, and then they make it absolutely horribly difficult to get rid of your seeds. Get rid of the contract and somehow start doing normal farming again. And then a medical company. So there's two huge evil entities combining. And this garlic taste, it'll pretty much disappear when I cook it, so it might look like a lot, but it's going to be a small amount of taste. Always whatever rice product you use, try to rinse them before using them. You never know what's in there. And I go with organic if possible. We've got to dry. I have now gone to an organic vegetable broth. These pre-made things, I don't know what they're called. Well, anyway, all risottos use that as the base, or some broth used for the base. Here's a step where I slightly need to cheat. Is I heat up olive oil to actually get the onions. I sweat the onions a little, so this could be called cheating, because apparently the chemical structure of the olive oil breaks when you heat it up. And into the olive oil go the shallots, and just get them started. So I'm not putting the garlics in yet because they'll easily burn. So I'll get these started and then chuck in the garlics and then the rice. I'm just waiting for the broth to start boiling, because it needs to be boiling before it goes into the risotto. So here I have a huge chunk of frozen mushrooms that I'm now gonna melt, defrost, I think is the word, and then chuck them in the risotto. Salt for this dish comes from the broth, but then black pepper it's just about a must for every food. Funny enough, I have bought, I don't know if it, Santa Maria or something like that, black peppers from there, and I can put them in like crazy, but now I got these organic black peppers, 60 grams, a bag of these, and the taste is exponential compared to the standard black pepper that you can get from the store. I've never found anything so potent yet. The final step is obviously plating up, and what I'm thinking of is a healthy portion of the risotto, and then some mackerel. Like that. That's going to be my dinner for today.